The dhatu is gamlri gatau. I believe we didn't do it. So gamlri gatau, to move, to go. So gam yukta tip, shab krishna dhatu ke kartari, so shab krishna dhatu ke. And then we had a sutra, Ishnu gami yamam cha shive. That when a shiva pratyaya is following, like shab is a shiva pratyaya. So the last varna of these three dhatus, Ishu dhatu, Gam dhatu, and Yam dhatu, changes to Cha Rama. So the Ma of Gam changes to Cha Rama. So we get Gachati. And then we have that Sandhi Sutra, if you remember, Dvi Sarveshwara Matra Cha. That after a Sarveshwara, Cha Rama is reduplicated. So here we have A Rama, which is a Sarveshwara, and the following is Cha. So we reduplicate Cha here. And then Yadava Matri Hari Kamalam, so we get Gachati. Gachati. Gachati, Gachataha, Gachanti, Gachasi, Gachataha, Gachatha, Gachami, Gachava, Gachama. So likewise. Then Gam Yuktate, Yak Krishna Dhatu ke Bhava Karmano, and Gamyate, Gamyate, Gamyante, Ityadi, Gamyase, Gamyate, Gamyantre, Gamyamahe, Gamyamahi. Then gachet gachetam gacheyu gache gachetam gacheta gacheyam gachema gachema gamyeta gamyatam gamyiram gamyithas gamyatam gamyidham gamye no yad ita yadamiram ithas yatham idham iya gamyeya gamyevahi gamyevahi gachatu gachatam gachantu gacha gachatam gacheta gachami gachani gachava gachamo gamyetam 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 gamyasva gamyetam gamyidham gamye gamyavahi gamyamahari. Then agamat agachat agachatam agachan agacha agachatam agachata agacham agachava agachama agamyata agamyetam agamyanta agamyatha agamyetham agamyadham agamye agamyavahi agamyamahi. So that was until the Bhuteshwara, the forms. So the same pattern. Then when it comes to Bhutesha, so we have a sutra here. So in Gam Dhatu, if you see, it's Gamri Dhatu. It also has this Ri Ram as an It, as Anubandha, right? So Pushadi, Ditadi, Ridito, Mo, Bhuteshe Parapade. That Nga is applied after the Pushadis, Ditadis, and Dhatus, which have the indicatory letter Ri. When a Bhutesha Pratyaya, Bhutesha Parapada Pratyaya follows, Bhutesha Parapade. So now here we have this Gamri Dhatu, which has the indicatory letter Ri, right? So Dhatus which have the indicatory letter Ri. And plus it's so this is Bhutesha Parapada, Gamri Dhatu, Yukta Dip. So here we have this Dhatu which has the indicated letter Ri, and then we have Bhutesha Pratyaya, Bhutesha Parapada Pratyaya, Dip. So now instead of applying C, which we generally apply by Sir Bhuteshe, there is this sutra, Pushadi Dyutadi Ridito Mo Bhuteshe Parapade. We will insert Nga here. So thus we insert Nga, and yes, that's all. Because Nga is here, so we can't do Vrishnindra by Vishnu Janantanam Anitam Vrishnindra So Parapade. We can't do here. Of course, C is not here. That's also the reason. And Vishnu Janantanam Anitam Vishnu Janantanam Anitam Vrishnindra So Ishantasa. Yes, Vishnu Janadir Laghur Ramasa Vrishnindra. Vishnu Janadir Laghur Ramasa Vrishnindra Vidado Sarva Parapade. Yes, so we can't do Vrishnindra in any case. So we just combine them and it becomes Agamat. Agamat, Agamatam, Agaman, Ityadi. Yes. Ityadi. Now, if you see the sutra, Pushadi and Dyutadi. Now, what is Pushadi and what is Dyutadi? So, if you see here, Pushadi is a subgroup of 53 Divadi Dhatus. Now, Divadi is the Bhadradi, Divadi. Divadi is the fourth section or the fourth gana. Like now we are studying the first gana, which is Bhwadi gana. Then second will be there, then third, and the fourth one will be Divadi. So Pushadi is a subgroup of 53 Divadi dhatus. Basically, this Pushadi group is under Divadi group. So beginning with Pusha Pushto. And what is Dutadi? So it's a subgroup of 19 Bhwadi dhatus beginning with Dyuta Diptav dhatu. So like that. Not all the time all the dhatus will be mentioned. So they are those grouped like this. Pushadis, Dyutadis, Bhwadi, Adadi, and so on. To make things simple and to prohibit like repetition and to not to make it lengthier. Then Gam Yuktata Atmapada Dhataha Purumat in Bhuteshate Bhava Karmanaha. Same now Udhava Ramasya Vrishnindraha. No, Udhava Ramasya Vrishnindraha. What was the Nrisinghe? Udhava Ramasya Vishnendra Nrisinghe, right? Yeah. Udhava Ramasya Vishnendra. Is it? Oh, I'm forgetting it. Yeah, Udhava Ramasya Vishnendra Nrisinghe. The Paranimitta is the Nrisinghe. So Udhava Ramasya Vishnendra Nrisinghe. So thus we do Vishnendra here. And Agami Inas Toharaha. So the is deleted. So Agami. So these are the Pushadi dhatus. We'll have a look. Pusha Pushta, words like Poshana, Pushti, Ityadi comes from this one. Shusha Shoshane, Shushka, if you have heard that word, Shushka, dry, comes from this. Shoshan, we say Shoshan. Dusha Vaikritye, we say Dushta, Dushana, Ityadi. Dosh, Shlisha Alingane, Ashlishya Vapar. What is it? Ashlishya Padratam, Pinashtamam. So that Ashlishya is this dhatu, Shlish, embracing. Either you embrace, oh my God, or you Padratam, Pinashtu. You make powder of me. I mean, Pinashtu is like that only. And Nishvida, Gatra Praksharane. Swed, we say Swed. Sweda is sweat, sweating. Swedaja, those entities born of the sweat. That's one way of taking birth. Kshudha, Bubhukshayam. So Kshudha, we say hunger. Shuddha Shauche, words like Shuddha, Shuddhi, Ityadi, Shodhana, Sankshodhana, even Sankshodhana, that's proofreading, Sankshodhana also. So Shridhu Samradhav, to succeed, accomplish, like we say Siddha, Siddhyati, Ityadi. Radha Samradhav Hinsayam Cha. I think it should be Radha, not Radha. Words like Radha and so on. Yeah, it should be I believe. Then Tripa Prinane, words like Tripti, Tarpana, Tripta, Ityadi. Dripa Garve, Darpana, Darpa, Muha Vaichitye, Moha, Mugdha, Moodha. Even the word Moodha comes from this Muha, one who is bewildered. Druha Jighangsayam, to hate. Words like Droha. Droha is quite common. Droha. Then Shnu Udgirane, to vomit. Shneha Pritav. So words like Sneha, Snigdha comes from this. Nasha Adarshane, Nashta, Nashta Moha, Smritir Labdha, Tat Prasadat. Tat prasadat, Arjuna said. So that's nashta, nash, kali mala nashana. Very nice bhajan. I really like that bhajan by Pujya Narayan Maharaj ji. Radhe Vrajajana. What is Radhe Vrajajana Manasukari, right? So, yeah.
Vrajajana Manasukari
Very nice
Radhe
thing.
Shama Shama Shama.
I heard that one devotee was, I don't know the name, but their channel's name is Kirtaniyas. I think Vijay Krishna Prabhu. So they have put it there. So I had just heard it. Very nice. And I also sang it in one program. Very nice. With all like instruments, we had guitar and mridanga and nice. So yeah, Nasha Adarshani. Kali Malanashan. Kramupada Vikshepe. Words like Kramana, Atikramana, and so on. It's actually nice to know these like verbal roots because all the words have their roots in these dhatus, these verbal roots. They're based on these. Shamu, Upashame, words like Shant, Shaman, Ityadi. Damu, Upashame, Daman, Dant, yeah, the word Dant, we say Dant, Dantindriya, one who has controlled his senses, subdued his senses, Dant. Tamu, Glanu, I can't say any word for this. Shramu, Tapasi, Khedicha, so words like Shrama. Shrama means hard work. And very nice, my Guruji told. Shrama means hard work. And that which removes the fatigue, you know, arouse, I always stuck there, arise and arose, right? Uh, from hard work. So
Yeah,
that,
that's the past.
yeah, so that which removes the fatigue which arose from the hard work is called Vishram. So Vigata Shramaha Yasmat Saha or Yasmat Yenava Saha Vishramaha. So Vigata Shrama iti Vishrama. In short, by which the Shrama is gone, the fatigue is gone, that is Vishrama. So sometimes we don't do any Shrama and we do Vishrama. So that's not right, ideally. So then it won't be Vishrama, then it would be, what would you say? Tamas, pure tamas. So Brahmu Anavasthane, words like Brahmana. I think Bhrant is also coming from Brahmu. Bhrant, Vibhrant. Bhrant word is, I've read that word, Bhrant. Yeah, Bhrant also comes from this. Bhrant is also like perplexed, confused, or moving here and there. Yeah, coming from the same. Kshamu Sahane, words like Shama, Ityadi. Klamu Glanu, words like Klant, Ityadi. Madi Harshe, so Madana, Mad, Ityadi. Asukshepane, so words like Astra, and so on, comes from this Asu. So Astra means which is thrown. Astra. I think I told you that, right? Astra and Shastra. I think I told you. So, like
Yeah.
that chapati roller story. So.
Oh no, I don't remember this story. I remember you're talking about Astra versus Shastra.
So Astra and Shastra. So Astra is like something which is thrown and we hit by throwing, and Shastra is generally we have it in hand and we fight. So like few years back, I think in 2015, yeah. So like our neighbors here, so they have 3 children. At that time, all of them, they were like really small kids. So one daughter and two sons. So one day the daughter came to the room, to the place, our place, and she was like, she must be 5 or 6 years old, 7 years old. So doesn't know what to speak and what to speak in front of others. She came and she was like, "Can I get a chapati roller, the belan?" And I was like, "What happened to your chapati roller? You know, at your home, you must be cooking chapatis, so you must be kneading it, so you must be having it. What happened?" She was like, "Actually, my mother threw it at my father, so it broke."
Oh.
So, so thus that chapati roller became an astra. So, so also kshepane, to throw. Yasu prayatne, so to strive, endeavor. Yasu prayatne. Then jasu mokshane, to liberate. Dasu upakshaye, to perish. Plusha dahe, to burn. Lutha vilodane, to stir and agitate.
In yasu prayatne, isn't the dhatu there also yes?
Yes, actually, I was going to tell that. So the word prayatna, words like prayas, so they are all coming from this yasu prayatna. So pra is an upendra there, and sasyatah saramadi ramadhavi. So then this yasu turns into the yatne, ta, sa into ta by some rule. Or I think sa is deleted. That will come ahead. So yes, prayatna comes from yasu, and even word like prayas and so on comes from yasu.
So how can they define a dhatu in terms of another verb that also has the same dhatu? Then you have to already know it to understand it.
I mean, if you see like words like prayatna and all, they're very conventional words, right? Used generally. So, like harsha, glani, sahana, prayatna, kshepana, mokshana. These are all very conventionally used words. And
Yeah, so they're assuming now.
yeah, so I believe so that they help in that way. Like personally, it helped me, even though I didn't know the dhatu roots initially. But just by looking at these glosses, you can say, it was helpful for me at least. And actually, this is the standard. It's not something Jiva Goswami did. It's the standard everywhere. Then Lutha Vilodane. Lunthana, this is Lunthana. In Hindi, we say Lotana. Lotana is like rolling down, let's say on the floor or somewhere. So that is actually coming from this root, Lutha, Lunthana. So, Ucha Samavai, to be suitable, Bhrishu Adha Patane, to fall down, Bhrangshu Adha Patne, to fall down. We say Vibhrangsha, Vibhrangsha Buddhi. I think in second chapter it comes, Bhagavad Gita. Bhrankshita, Vibhrangsha Buddhi, something.
Yeah, after the contact with the senses.
Right.
Finally.
Yes. Krodha, Sindhya. Then Krisha Tanukarane, to become thin. Nitrisha Pipasayam. So Trishna, we say Trishna, thirst. Tusha Tushto, words like Tushta, Toshana, Tushti, Risha Tushto, words like Harsha, Hrishta. Krudha Kope, so Krodha, Krudha, Krudhyati, ityadi. Kupa Kope, Kopa. Kopa is anger, and Kopana ityadi. Rusha Roshe, to be angry. Rushta, Rosh. Shtupa Samuchraye. I don't know anything for this one now. Then Lubha Gardhe, so Lobha, Lubdha ityadi. Shubha Sanchalane, to be agitated. Shubdha we say, and so on. Klidu Ardri Bhave, Klidu, klinna is something which is wet. Klinna vastra, let's say, or something. Kledana. Nimida snehane, to be affectionate, ityadi. Nishvida snehane mochane cha. So, ridhu vidhau. Yeah, we say na riddhi siddhi. So that riddhi comes from this ridhu. Gridhu abhikamkshayam, to cover be greedy for. So, and these are the Yuktadis. Dyutadiptau, Dyuti इत्यादि शुभदीप्तौ शुभ शोभन इत्यादि रुचदीप्तौ रुचि रोचन श्वेत वर्णे श्वेतावर्ण श्वेत विशे श्वेत वर्ण निविदा स्नेहने निश्वेदा स्नेहने मोचने च घुट परिवर्तने लुट शोकादिना पतने लुट शोकादिना पतने शुभ शुभ संचलने भ्रंसु अधः पतने स्रंसु अधः पतने ध्वंसु अधः पतने विषय विध्वंस like annihilation स्रंभु विश्वासे स्रंभु then vritu vartane so words like vartaman vartana ityadi vartate vridhu vridhau words like vridha ityadi vardhana श्रीधु अपान शब्दे सिंधु प्रसरवणे सिंधु kripu samarthya so kripa and so on comes from this kripu then these are the dhatus which have the indicator letter vri so ghasri adane to eat gamri gatav sripri gatav word the word sarpa ityadi comes from this sripri gatav and I believe the word English word serpent very close to the word sarpa, right? They have taken from this verbal root itself. Patri gatau, to fall, patana, ityadi. Shadri visharana gatya sadhaneshu. So yes, avasad, ityadi. Shadri vishatane. Vishnu vyaptau. So the word Vishnu, Lord's name. Vishnu also comes from this. So Vishnu means all pervading. So because the dhatu itself means pervading. I mean, of course, we're just talking from a material point of view. Vishnu is Lord's eternal name, and we can't just define it grammatically or from a material perspective. But for discussion cause, we are discussing. Aprivyapto, to pervade, obtain. So words like samapta, prapta, they are all the apri dhatu. And we have upendras plus ap dhatu and the pratyay is following. So samapta, prapta, ityadi. Shakri shaktau, shakyate, shakti. Yeah, I think, yeah, even the word shakti, right, comes from this. Muchri mokshane, mukti, mukta, mochana, ityadi. Lupri chedane, lupta, lopa, ityadi. Then vidri labhi. So Veda, no, this is not Veda, that's different. So this is different. Vindate, yeah, Vindate, to attain something. Shatri Shashri Visheshane. So words like Shesha, Vishesha, Shashta, ityadi. Bhumte, what is that? Eating the remnants of the Lord, that verse in Gita. Avashishta. I just skipped it. Now that has this dhatu in usage. Pishlri Samchurnane. So Pishta, Peshana. In Hindi we say Pisna. So that's also very close to this vowel root. Pishri. And then Apri Lambhani, to obtain. So likewise, knowing all these dhatus, these different groups. Even though we don't remember which dhatu lies in which group, it's fine. But at least we should be able to recall the dhatus whenever we see a word or a dhatu based on any of these, either of these dhatus. And if we are not able to, then we can just look up at the dictionary and try to figure out. So yes. So I'll give you a homework, and Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1. Okay, I'll give you a little difficult homework. The very first verse of Bhagavatam, Janmadhyasya, quite a long one. Don't curse me now. So both of you, please prepare for this one. Take your time. I'm giving it because we have come so far, so I expect that we'll be able to do this, decode this verse to some extent. Sandhis, Shabda Prakarana, and Akhyatati, whatever we have done. So yeah, please decode this first verse and try to do it by tomorrow. And even if you don't present it, we'll discuss it in the class tomorrow at the end maybe. Yeah, it will be nice actually. Okay. So the very first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we'll stop here for today and we'll resume tomorrow. So yes, and again, happy Ramanavami. Of course, we'll be meeting tomorrow as well. So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Dhanyavad Prabhu.